I have a beachcomber hot tub that's flashing a flow message. I've experienced this problem in the past, but it was just a quick fix in cleaning out the filters. I drain the hot tub and do a good scrub down it every fall and spring, and this time after refilling and putting in a brand new filter, the flow message just won't go away.
Welcome to JustAnswer. This condition is fairly common after a drain and refill. Does your tub utilize a separate circulation pump for the filtration and heating, or does it use the main number 1 pump on low speed? Most likely problem is an airlock in the pump from refilling the spa. Do you have access to the pump compartment? Standing by. I see you have entered the chat session. Please let me know if you are able to read the responses so far.
I do have access to the pump compartment, but I honestly have no idea if it uses separate circulation pumps. The hot tub came with the house when my hubby and I bought it a year and a half ago, but with no warranty, manual, or previous hot tub experience, so we're trying to learn as we go.
That's okay. Currently, when you turn on the pumps for the jets, does it seem like there is good water flowing through the piping? Or does it sound like the pump is running but no water flowing?
Oh no, the jets run as they always have. They work just fine with great pressure.
Okay, then there probably is a separate circ pump that is airlocked. Can you look under the spa, and with all of the pumps for jets not on, can you see and hear a smaller pump that is humming and running, and yet not producing any movement in the water of the tub? This would signify that there is a separate circ pump for the heater and for filtration.
I do hear a humming, but as you said, not producing any movement in the tub.
Okay, you will have to locate this small circ pump, by feel or sound. It is the one that is piped to the heater, if you know where the heater is. The connections to this pump will need to be slightly loosened to let the air out, so the pump can again pump the water through the heater and activate the flow switch. Sometimes forcing water down through where the filter is connected will push out the air through the pump to release this airlock also.
Okay, should I turn the breaker off for this? Or leave it on?
I would leave it going, so you know when the water comes out. But just a minute. Do you know how old the hot tub is? I downloaded a random manual online, and it shows an air bleed valve on the piping at the top of each pump. If yours has this valve, it should be easier than loosening the fitting. http://www.beachcomberhottubs.com/customer care/documents/2004_owners_guide.pdf. This is for a 2004 hot tub, and on page 6 it shows a diagram of both types of systems, one with a circle pump and one without.
It's a 2004 to 740 model.
Perfect. You should have the air bleed valves, and this should be the correct manual also.
Okay, so what do I do? Ha ha ha.
Did you find the air bleed valve on the smaller pump piping?
I have two, one which pipes connect to the pump and the other which pipes connect to the hush pump.
The hush pump is the one we are concerned with. I only seen this air bleed valve in the manual, but to be honest, I have never used one before. Normally, I just loosen the fitting that connects to the pump until water comes out. However, it may be fairly obvious and easy if there is an air bleed valve that can be pushed or loosened to bleed out the air.
And do this with the breaker on.
Yes, the pump should be running to push out the air.
I loosened it slightly and water is coming out, but nothing's happening with the tub.
So do you feel like the pump is running? Is it possible that the pump is just humming and not turning at all?
Well, on the hush pump I can see part of it turning, but that's what the humming sound was that I heard previously.
So the pump is turning, and water leaks out when loosening the fitting. But you cannot see any water movement, very slight, in the tub, indicating that the water is flowing through the hush pump? If there is no water flowing through the pump, then there is still an airlock. If there is water flowing through the pump, then there is other blockage, maybe a slide valve that inadvertently got closed. Low water level or water refill fill water to halfway up, causing an airlock in the system. Skimmer opening. Locate air bleed knobs and open partially to release air in piping. Debris has built up in the hush. Call your dealer for service or shut. On page 23 of manual, there is a troubleshooting guide. If the pump is running, and the filter has been removed without putting the tub on standby, there could be debris in the pump housing that will need cleaned out.
Well, I checked the slide valves, and they're all up, so I'm assuming that's how they're supposed to be. And we flipped the breaker before removing the filters.
If you are not getting any water movement through the pump, then it will need to be checked out for debris. If you are getting water movement through the pump, then your flow switch is not working.
Well, I checked the air valve on the hush pump and I'm just getting water. I also checked the fitting on the other pump as I couldn't get that air valve to open, but even when loosening the fitting, all I got was water.
So I am fairly confident that there is not an airlock. Now we just need to find out why the flow switch is not engaging. Is it because there is not enough flow, debris in pump, or is it because the flow switch has something lodged in it, not letting it close? Or is it actually flowing just fine, and the flow switch is bad?
Does that mean I should have someone come look at it?
I do not know your ability mechanically, but the hush pump will probably have to be taken apart and cleaned if you find there is not enough flow to make any movement in the tub water. You could try removing the filter, since your tub is freshly filled and clean, to see if there for some reason is too much blockage from your new filter.
I can be pretty handy, but I think I'd rather have someone else do it as we don't have warranty anymore.
Okay, you can try the filter removal first, and also try shutting down the spa breaker one more time, now that you have bled the lines. Maybe the code will be removed, then. Let me know if you are going to tackle the pump cleaning. I hope the manual has been a help for you.
Okay, so I tried flipping the breaker again and removing the filter, didn't work.
Do you want to do some electrical tests? Do you have a multimeter/?
No, I don't have one.
I think you are going to have to get the pump and flow switch looked at. There is really nothing more a homeowner can do without testing equipment.
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Thanks for using JustAnswer. If you need to ask any follow-up questions, after the spa is looked at, you can reply to this same question. There is no additional cost for follow-up questions. You can find it on the My Questions tab in your JustAnswer login page. Hope you have a great weekend. Was there anything else you needed? I see that you have rated my service poorly. If you like, I can opt out, and another expert will attempt to help you.
Sorry, no, I'm using my phone and my screen is touchy, meant to click OK service. Okay, I also found a handy guide that may be useful to you for your display. I will provide a link to it also. http://www.beachcomberhottubs.com/customer care/documents/2000_ref_car.pdf. Thanks again.
If you have a home improvement or appliance question and want to chat with an expert now, visit justanswer.com/ythi.